In this topic, we'll learn about computer languages. See, when we communicate with each other, we have some languages, and we speak in Hindi to make understand our things to the people, isn't it? So, the computer also have some languages through which we could be able to communicate our information through what your computer. Okay, in our day-to-day life we communicate with each other, isn't it, for various purposes through various modes of communication. Have you ever thought what the essential requirement of a good communication is? Yes, we need a language to communicate with others. Okay, so computer language is a method of electronic communication or communicating with the computer. Computer also have their own languages which help us to communicate with computer. Okay, as we communicate with other people's, computer also have some languages through by which we could be able to communicate with the computer. Okay, and there is some medium through which we can do the communication. All digital data used in computer system is represented using what? Using the two symbols that are what? 0 and 1. Through the generation of computers, several programming languages have evolved. Okay, there are various description of computer languages. Let's see. It has been contributed into two parts. Okay, first one is a high level language and second one is a low level language. In the high level languages, all the programming languages comes under, like Fortran is there, it is a programming language. Okay, C is there, Pascal is there. These are what are programming languages. This is same as the languages which we are using through our communication. Okay, our communication also has some languages, some methods. Okay, Hindi is some language name. Okay, so this is also Fortran. If you want to work on Fortran, so it has its own language to work on Fortran. If we are working in C, so it has its own language through working in C. We have to write in programs. Okay, we have to write programs such that we get the desired output. Okay, through which programs are the languages which we are using in this all languages. Okay, next is your low level language. There are various low level languages are also available, like high level language, assembly language, machine language, and hardware. Let's see one by one. See, classification of computer language. It has been classified into different types. Okay, has been evolved from being low level language into high level language. In the earliest days also of computer, only binary language was used to communicate with the computer. What is the binary language? 0 and 1. What is the binary language? 0 and 1. Okay, so whereas computer language are classified into certain levels as low level, middle level, and high level. Okay, see, in the low level language, or we can say the low level language is known as what your machine language, which uses for 1 and 0 to create the instruction. So what are this 1 and 0? These are the binary language. Okay, this is middle level language. Middle level language is also known as what your assembly language, which uses mnemonics to create the instruction, which gives some signals or instructions to create what your instruction, which is known as what your assembly language. And third one is your high level language, which is similar to the human language, like COBOL, Fortran, Basic, C, C++, Java. But these all languages have different types of languages. Okay, to communicate our instructions and get the desired output. Okay, in the low level language, it is the binary language in which the machine code instructions are given in the form of what? In the form of 0 and only 1. They are mainly designed to operate and handle all the instructions, like in the set of architectures. Okay, ISA, set of instruction set architecture. What is the full form of ISA? Instruction set architecture, which is used to handle all types of instruction in a computer system. The main function of low level language is to operate, manage, and manipulate. Manipulate means change the system hardware and components of a system. There are several programs and applications written in low level language which are directly executable without any interpretation and translation. The low level language can be classified into two types. What are the two types? First one is machine language, second is your assembly language. Since I have said earlier also, machine language comprises of two signals in the binary language, that is your 0 and 1. C, in the machine language, it is a first generation computer language which is developed for communicating with the computer. It is one of the low level languages. It has been written in machine code as binary digit, that is 0 and 1. See, this is being written, no, this is for language, machine language. It is what your machine language comprises of two units, that is 0 and 1, which is known as binary language. Okay, So as the system recognize electrical signal, let's see the example. If we switch on the system, then it represents 1. If we switch off the system, then it comprises of 0. Okay. Let's see the advantages and disadvantages of machine language. Advantages. One of the main advantages of machine language is that it does not require an interpreter and a translator for execution of program. It does not require any type of translator for converting our information and executing our programs. Okay, computer can easily understand low-level language since it has only 2 cores, 0 and 1, so it could be easily understood. Either it could be on or off. Next is low-level language requires less time for execution of program compared to other languages. Now, what are the disadvantages? Low-level language instructions are machine dependent, which means that the codes or programs written on one machine may not be supported by another machine. Next, since the chances of finding the errors are low, errors finding is low. Okay, we could not find a quick error. It is very difficult to find and debug the system. What do you mean by debug? The process of identifying and removing the errors is known as what? Your debug. Process of identifying and removing the errors is known as what? Your debug. So it is very difficult in what in your machine language to find the errors and debug. The low-level errors could be found, but the high-level errors it could not find. Next, at a certain point of time, it is difficult to understand and use this language as it is not portable. Portable means what? Easily carried from one place to another. Okay, portable means what? Which could be easily carried from one place to another, or which could be moved from one place to another. Okay. Next is assembly language. It is the second generation part of the assembly language, programming language, which has a similar set of commands, okay, and structures like those present in machine language. Since I have said in assembly language, we use mnemonics or signals to pass our instructions and codes to understand what we want to get executed. Okay, assembly language is designed to perform the operations with help of words or names as in English. It has commands in the form of special symbols instead of numbers as in machine language. Okay, see, you can see the instruction. This is the assembly language. It has a special command. Okay, in special signals or special symbols are being used in what in a assembly language. It goes to assembler or the part where it needs some conversion form. In machine language, we does not need the assembler or executable part which convert our language in other form. But in assembly language, we need some executable part which is used to convert our code in some other forms and get in the machine language. Assembly language are being converted, went to assembler, which is used to convert our signals in other part, and we get the desired task as what? Your machine code. Okay. See, what is mnemonic? The language in which the operation codes and operands are given in the form of alphanumeric. Means in the signal part or alphanumeric, or in the special symbol form it has been written. It's known as what? A mnemonic. Okay. It has some advantages and disadvantages of assembly language. First, see advantages. It is very easy to understand and modify the errors. We could be able to easily modify our errors. Instruction written in middle level language. That's why we have to convert it in low level languages, or we can say the machine level languages. Middle level language is known as assembly language. Low level language is known as what? Machine language. Just remember this thing. As instructions are written in simple English word and symbol, it is much easier to understand compared to low level language. These languages are hardware oriented. Now, what are the disadvantages? One of the disadvantages of this language is that instructions are written only for a single type of CPU, not for any other type of CPU. Assembly language or middle language need to be translated in machine level so that system understand. Next is middle level languages are machine dependent. Machine dependent means what? It only depends on the machine. We could not work in other platforms. Okay. Next, this language is complex in nature as it takes a lot of time to code or write a program. Okay. We have to write the code first in assembly language, then it will convert. After that, it will convert and it will pass the information in machine language such that the computer understands that what we are passing the information. Okay. So it is very difficult. Now, next is your high-level language. High-level language are the most used and considerable, the most suitable programming language in recent time as they are very easy to write, read, edit, and maintain. High-level languages are third-generation programming languages which are used till date of many programs. In like we are using the languages, no, Hindi, English, this all languages we are using, isn't it? Similarly, when we are working in C is the programming language. It has its own language. When we are working in C++, it has its own language. Okay, the languages are different, but whatever the intention we are saying, in Hindi also we are saying that मैं घर जाऊंगा, or in English we are saying that I will go to home. These two are the meanings what same, isn't it? So in C also we are writing in different language, but the meaning will be, or the output which we will get will be same in C, C plus any language, but the languages will be same. Languages will be different. Okay. Next, see what are the advantages and disadvantages of high-level languages. Advantages: the programs written using high-level languages are easier to understand. We could be easily understand whatever written in high-level languages. They are more readable compared to assembly languages. Okay, in assembly languages, the symbols are being used, and low-level language 0 and 1 is used. Then we could not be able to understand what is being written over there. But in high-level languages, it is very easier to understand. Okay. Next is programs which are written using high-level languages run in other systems with few changes or no changes to be made. Means it is portable. We as if I have written in my computer, I could transfer it in other computer and also write the same code, and I can run the particular program in other system also. So it is portable. It could be able to run in other systems also. Next is high-level languages do not need understand internal structures of computer. We does not need to understand the internal structures of computer. It automatically converts and we get the desired output. But in assembly language, you have to understand the internal structure, like it converts in the machine language, then only we'll get the output. Okay, otherwise we won't get the output. Next is what are the disadvantages. Execution time is lower compared to low and middle level language. It takes some time. Next is program need to be converted in machine language so that the system can understand them. Whatever we are writing, it will convert into machine language like 0 and 1 code. Then only the computer could understand that what has been written by us and what to be executed to us. Okay. Next is high level languages cannot communicate directly with the hardware. It could not be able to communicate directly with our hardware things. Okay. Next is compiled language. What is compiled language? A compiler takes the entire program as input and generates the machine code from the source, and stage where a programmer can read and modify a computer program. Okay, whatever we are writing, it is being compiled in a machine code such that the computer could be able to understand. So that type of language is known as what a compiled language. Is interpreter language. Interpreter function like a spoken language. It translates and executes the source code into machine code in one line at a time. One line it will execute. Okay, error feedback is provided line by line. If we are writing one line in a code, if the line it will execute first line. If we get some error in the first line, then it will say us that in this line you are having the particular error, you have to change it. Okay, so this type of language is known as what a interpreted language. It execute line by line. Okay, but in compiled language we go all together. It convert all together. In interpreter it compile line by line. Okay, these are the two difference between the compiled language. In compiled language it takes all together and compile it all together, but in interpreter it will compile line by line and execute, and we will get, if there is some error in particular line, we'll get the feedback of the error that in this particular line you have some particular errors. Okay. Now, evaluation of computer languages. There are various evaluation of computer languages from first generation to fifth generation. So, in first generation, there are low level or machine languages are being inverted. Like in 0 and 1, only we could be able to communicate. Okay, such abacus are the instruments are being developed in what, in your first generation languages. Next is second generation language. These are the low level assembly languages which are sometimes used in kernels and hardwares. Kernels are what, the area where the systems are being developed, or the user and the interface are being linking together, are known as what are kernels. Okay, drives, but commonly used in video editing and video games. Okay, in these languages video editing and video games are being launched all together. Next is third generation computer. In the third generation, the high level languages has been developed like C, C++, Visual Basic, Java. These all languages has been developed in what, in your third generation languages. Okay, Text is fourth generation language. These are languages that are human languages, which are commonly used. Database programming and script like Python is there as well. These all are languages type. Okay, just you remember it. No need to go in deep of these languages. Just you have to get the particular information regarding this all in languages. Okay, this is fifth generation language. These are the latest developing languages which contain visual tools used in programming, like Mercury is there, OPSS is there, etc. These all are the languages are being used in this generations. Okay, these are the categories of languages which are being used in first generation, low level or machine; second generation, low level and assembly language; third generation, high level language; fourth generation, human languages; fifth generation, visual tools or visual languages has been developed. Okay, some symbols or notation can be used to understand the computer languages, like high-level language like C, C++, etc. are more comfortable for programmer as they are written using simple English letters. Okay, some only common letters are being used there that you only, as per the practicing, you could be able to know that how to run this all languages. Okay, the program which are written using high level language need to be converted into low level languages so that the user and computer can communicate. Whatever you are writing in a high level language, that have to be converted in machine language or low level language, such that the computer could be able to understand that what you have written and what you want to be executed. Okay, otherwise if you don't convert it, then the computer could not be able to understand that what you are going to say. Okay, next, the middle level languages is the communication of low level and high level. Just I want to give the second point in a more descriptive way. Like if I am communicating in Bengali but you are not able to understand Bengali, then what is the use of saying? Okay, what is the use of communicating? Because the whatever the information I want to pass to you, you could not be able to understand. The similar manner, if we are writing in a high level language or assembly language, then it should be converted in a machine language such that the computer could be able to understand. Similarly, if I speak in Bengali, the person should be there. If you could not be able to understand, the person should be there who will communicate you in your particular language such that you could be able to understand what I want to say you. Okay, this is all about today's chapter. Thank you.